Towards the end of their school year, students in Elliott and South Berwick, Maine, prepared to embark on an ambitious trip.
Oh, and I have a message from Mrs. Bousquet. She does have some girls that are very excited. You could time it so that when you know they're ending, you can have a 3 or 4.
In less than a month, ready or not, they will engage over 1,000 participants in a living public exhibit of their local history.
Up the stairs, they've arrived.
With so much grabbing our students and all of our attention in the present, how do we engage with the past?
When the singing starts. Do you have all that ironed out?
One of our ideas was to have kids construct a, take
students at 3 southern Maine schools, Marshwood Middle, Berwick Academy, and Central Elementary, joined a community of supporters for a novel program, The Hike Through History, in which 8th graders and 3rd graders set the stage for the kindergarten through 3rd graders to take a day-long walking tour of the historic village around the school.
Yeah, I was going to be Elizabeth.
And I was going to be Rosie, I think.
What is the Hike Through History?
The Hike Through History is where Central School kids walk around town learning about the history throughout South Berwick. We get to, say things, and we're going to be in front of people.
The project not only joins 3 schools, their students and teachers, but also marks a deep collaboration between the schools and the local historical society. Nina Maurer oversees the collaboration.
The Old Berwick Historical Society is a collection. It's a collection of volunteers who have been working to preserve and explore the history of this place. But it's also a collection of artifacts, objects, archives, which tell the stories of individuals who lived here and how they can inform our own lives.
I've been involved with Hike Through History since I went to Central School. It's kind of an interactive learning about the history of South Berwick. So kind of going back in time to figure out where you came from.
The planning sessions for this year's hike brought 8th and 3rd grade teachers to the Old Berwick Historical Society Museum, the Counting House. Teachers learned details about the 16 stops of the hike, referred to as stations, and discussed how and when students might prepare.
Get them into it, and then maybe only do 2 or 3 days the following week.
Teachers then visited the locations for the hike with the resources their students would use to bring history to life.
It's up to the kids. Yes, storyline, something real quick. Yeah.
Well, we provide them, we being the Historical Society, we provide them with a document which we call the Hike Resource Guide. And in it, we give them all the background information that they need. We give them a list of people who actually lived during that time period, and they're able to really dive into the history of the stop that they're working on, and to really get a sense of who would have been there at that time. This hike is you. You are the hike.
8th graders are responsible for crafting the scenes and activities at each stop.
Your goal is to make them like your stop the best.
Guys, listen, the other thing you could do is you could split the group up so that half of you are outside, half of you inside. Same thing with the 3rd graders. So what are we doing right now?
Dude, they moved the coming station.
They did?
Yeah, it's a well.
So what you're going to have is, it's going to look like this. Okay, Hike Through History, Planet, Site Interpreter, Journeys Tour. We're in Loop 1, the landing. So you guys are this one, walking to work. You guys are sailing to the landing.
Could you please tell me about the stations you were doing for the Hike Through History?
Our station is separated into 2 sites. One of the sites is Native American encampments, and the other site is art canoes.
We're doing Sarah Frost in the end, and then as she did, it's like a hero's return.
These are real people in history, so they're not making up people, but they do have choice. It's not like you're going to play Sarah Orange Jewett and you're going to be the captain. I mean, we let them have that kind of choice.
Right now we're going through the research process, so we're still deciding on what we're going to do for interactive activities. Right now we're thinking about like capture the flag or some scavenger hunt. That's what you think when you think pirates. Could you please give me a little bit of information about your station?
We're working with Bicycle Dreams. We're the Libby family.
We're working with Mrs. Wyatt's third graders and Mr. Zamarki.
When they start working with third graders, and we've done the Skyping, I mean, that's where the excitement comes. It's almost about, I get to be a part of something that's a bigger part of myself.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Which one of you are Gabby and Ella? So, what you guys should do is, she's trying to find clothes that they would wear in, like, the 1830s for, like, workers.
They're collaborating together and they're supporting each other, and they're not just saying, you know, we're the presenters and you guys are just kind of the sidekicks over here. They really have worked it out so that everybody there feels valuable and feels that they have an important role.
Wow. This work is really hard.
They didn't put names in for you, so we'll have to, if you're supposed to use your own name.
So should we highlight what we are saying? Because we're going to be like...
To further the learning process at the elementary level, third graders, like this group from Berwick Academy, come to the counting house for a session on historical thinking. Students are led to understand how their town changed over time, and to note what they would have seen and heard at different times by placing people, places, and artifacts in the timeline.
The third graders come back. They teach the main thing to the first and second graders. So they're actually providing some background knowledge before the kids ever step out the door.
And with only a few days left before the hike, the pressure to perform rises.
Well, that's why we want it today. So make a list and we'll tell you what
These are the girls that are going to help with the game when you're talking about...
Okay, so we were thinking that like we could take Google Earth.
This is the issue that we talked about, like how can we make it clear to the kids that there was no dancing in church?
I'm not the one saying you must do this or you can't say that or you have to cross that out. It's leading them to it so that they can make those decisions for themselves.
We say that that was one of the dances that we did last night, so it means we can make it more clear by saying that they didn't dance in church, but we did this at parties.
And maybe we can like split the balloon. That's not time.
The clock is ticking. It's ticking, but it's amazing. I've been around and I see Skyping, I see dancing, I see singing, I see people debating. Well, it's 1910, they wouldn't have done that.
And then, as rain settled in, and with a day left, 8th graders rehearsed the elements they can control.
We're the garden people, and we're doing a tea party with like manners.
We're colonists from England, and we befriended the Native Americans, and they showed us how they made some of their homes.
And then it's showtime.
Good morning.
Good morning. A nice day for a hike.
Yes, beautiful.
You are ready. Where are you going to be down? At the counting house?
Yeah, probably good.
So what's happening today?
Going to hike through history.
Wow.
And we're going to walk all day.
I was like a little kid last night. I was so excited about coming. I know. Oh my goodness.
Our name's gonna be Mary.
Your name is Mary. Nate. How about you?
My name's Bailey.
So good to see everyone here today. Thank you so much for coming.
They were made of animal skins mostly, and the door was a big leather flap that you'd move aside to go in.
Settlers came up street.
box. That's the 5th one in the past 2 weeks.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're fired.
4 boys and 4 girls are
And the
staying
rest
here.
come with us?
The
rest that didn't get picked come with us.
We have to hurry.
Come on, guys. Go look over here. I think there's some more.
The objective of the game is to take your quarters from your line and get them to the other end by passing them.
Look at that, ready? Good job. The people are gathering from here and from far. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Slide, 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 slide.
Gondolas are boats that are very important to the trade here.
Hello kids, my name is George Washington Frost, and I used to be very free like these kids here, being able to go down and fish all day on the rock wall. But now, I have to go back from Portsmouth and back, and getting everything up and down in streams.
Sail! You're gonna pull the boats back, and then unload it again.
We're Algerian pirates.
All of the American government, I hereby set you free from the Algerian pirates.
Today you guys are going to be riding stagecoaches.
Halfway through the hike, time for shade and popsicles before gearing up again.
I've done it for about 11 years. All my children, all my grandchildren have done it, and I've walked it with them, and it's a wonderful event. A lot of fine people support it.
Since, I think, 2006 or so, they've been singing my song, The River in Your Town, for the kickoff to Hike Through History. The message is that the rivers have been here for a very long time and have seen a lot of changes. And that some is recorded and some isn't. It keeps ever changing.
I love to write, as most of you know, and someday I think I might want to write books. Or maybe I'll be a doctor.
Wow, these trolleys have really helped me out. I used to have to wake up really early to go wherever I wanted, but now that I have these, I can get to my destination in like 10 minutes.
Welcome to the Cummings Mill in 1870. I'm Peter, and this is my father, Joseph.
Everyone else get here.
4 lines.
Yeah. So can you? So these guys right here, they're going to be doing the stuff that you tell them to do, okay?
Tie the shoes.
You're going to be tying this one right here, okay? I don't know how.
Alright, so today we are going to be going to the Cummings Railroad Station to pick up a shipment of leather and coal that will be used at the Cummings shoe factory. The leather for the shoes and the coal.
So I built this house in 1912.
Hi, I'm Marie Pelletier, and I'm the housekeeper and cook. Instead of having to lug around a vacuum to every room, you would just attach the hose to a hole right there.
I got the car in 1960. It was my 16th birthday present from my father. It was my first car. I had the oldest car in high school when I went to high school, and this fall I went to my 50th high school reunion driving the same car. Well, you know, you learn by seeing, touching, and hearing. You can show them the car, you can show them pictures, you can talk about it. But until they actually see it, feel it, sit in it, toot the horn, it doesn't become real. And when it becomes real, it sticks with them.
Welcome, General. I'm Elizabeth Frost. This is my friend Madeline.
Thank you for visiting 1825. Have a nice hike through history.
children in the hike?
Granddaughter in second
Great.
grade. It's quite an undertaking for the whole community, not only the school.
It's the very best way to learn about history of any kind, but especially for our town. There are places here that, unless the kids went on the hike and learned about them all along the way, they may never go to.
Since 1890, I've contributed a lot to South Berwick. I built many bikes.
And it's just right up to the end. As a teacher, your heart's beating, like, oh my goodness, are they going to be okay? And then you walk away after that day and go, oh my gosh, they did it. And I guess part of it is because they know they're out there for real.
It gives kids authentic interaction and authentic feedback from things that they've learned, a chance to do good in their community and to feel proud of something that they've accomplished.
I think you have to live it, you have to walk it, you have to be there so you can really understand. It was super hot, they were tired, they were ready to go and they couldn't wait to finish, and at the end it's like, oh, we might not be able to go to that stop, we're out of time. No, we want to be able to go.
And finishing is the closing theme, as the 19th hike through history did come to a close, leaving its history with us today.